Gents, I just want to pause the episode for a moment to let you know about the Strong Men of Value Academy. You will have heard me refer to it a number of times, and I want to bring more attention to it. So this isn't just a program, it's a life-changing environment and community of men who are focused on personal and professional growth. We're looking at areas of relationships, wealth, and health, things to help you thrive and maximize your life. Imagine having bi-monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, weekly group coaching calls, and an incredible brotherhood of high achievers by your side. Now we're diving into resilience, leadership, and holistic growth to not just succeed in your career, but to thrive in your health and your relationships. Your journey to greatness, it starts here. So join the movement and you can apply for the Strong Men of Value Academy. You can head to themanthatcanproject.com to find out more.
You're listening to The Man That Can Project with Lockie Stewart, a global movement created to empower men and open up what's really going through their minds by having real and raw conversations about life's unique challenges and our individual ways of processing it all. Welcome to The Man That Can Project.
Welcome back, gents. My name is Lockie Stewart and I am the host and founder of the Man That Can Project, and I'm so excited to have you guys tuning in, those returning listeners and those of you who have stumbled across this podcast or been shared by a mate for the first time. So thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, if you haven't checked out the Inner Circle program, it is flying. The community is on fire. We have men from all around the world who have downloaded the app. They've got involved in it. They're getting involved in the discussions, the weekly tasks, the calls, and the accountability sessions. And, you know, it's obviously for that reason, plus so much more, why they're taking their life to those new levels and understanding and discovering new things about themselves. So if you want to find out more about that, head over to the Man That Can Project, Inner Circle, and you'll join through there. Remember, if you're tuning in, like, share, and everyone who takes the time to share episodes and tag at the Man That Can Project and at Lachlan Stewart, you go or you gain an entry, which I'll draw it at the end of every month, to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, which, you know, we'll dive deep into figuring out, you know, what your biggest challenges are and give you a roadmap to work towards where you want to get to. Okay, it's a powerful 30 minutes, and you know, something like that changed my life years ago, and I know it will change yours. This month we had a young fellow on the call and gave him a heap of clarity and direction. So awesome stuff there. And I look forward to seeing more entries and more of you guys sharing the episodes. So let's talk about it and what it is. If your life's shit, stop drinking booze. One of the best decisions I made in my life was to cut back on booze. I've continually go through long periods or spells where I cut out alcohol. It has a huge positive effect on my life, and I'll share how. But, you know, I know myself, when I start getting challenged again, you know, or my energy is not where I want it to be, I start feeling like my mood's low or I'm depressed, I'm hating work, right? One of the biggest and best things I can do for myself is cut out alcohol, right? Alcohol is a depressant, and we all know nothing good comes of it. Right? Every time you sink too much piss, how do you feel the next day? I've never really said to myself, or I've never really heard anyone else say, man, I am so glad I smashed a heap of tins last night. If you have said that, I really want to hear your story and what went on. It might be like the hangover or something, but we need to start thinking about this. We need to start taking ownership and responsibility, right? There are so many factors that can lead to us having a poor quality of life. But I know full well that if you're still drinking booze and you're using it as a way to escape, or you think that it's going to enhance experiences like I used to, 100% I used to think this will be better with booze, this will be better with drugs. You're running away. It's a form of escapism, right? There's problems in your life that you're avoiding and you think alcohol is a great way to escape. It may give you momentary, right, or short-term relief. But what happens when you run from things, if you keep looking back, which is, life really reminds us a lot of the past. It has very cunning ways to remind us of what we're avoiding, which is why a lot of us struggle with stuff. A lot of us keep getting a nice little tap on the bum to go, oi, this challenge is still here. We need to resolve it. Stop trying to bury it. Stop trying to run away. It's coming for you. And the longer we run, the more tired we get and the more challenging whatever we're running from becomes, right? Think about this. You wake up, you've just had a huge night out, your mouth's parched, and I'm only saying this because I had a few beers last week. I woke up, my mouth was dry, and everything the day just seemed so overwhelming. All the tasks that I had, which weren't a great deal, just seemed, my brain wasn't there, the mental clarity, the focus had been taken away from me, so everything seemed like it was a huge task. And then I beat myself up because I didn't have the drive and the motivation to get it done. And so many of us are doing this day in and day out with our lives. Right? If you really want more from your life, if you continue to show up and listen to these podcasts, if you're in the inner circle, if you're a member of our free Facebook groups, or just doing anything off the skin of your own back to be a better man, to be the best version of yourself, you need to think about this, right? Think about your experiences and how you feel after drinking. Think about your mental clarity. Like if you've ever, for those who've taken even 3 months off the booze, you'll know how much your mental clarity booms, right? It's mind-blowing. Your productivity increases. Your sleep quality, you actually wake up feeling rested rather than wake up going far out. I need to drag myself out of bed, which is what a lot of us do, and I did for a long period of time. And if I do, happen to get into a consistent routine of drinking too many beers, my sleep quality deteriorates. Therefore, my mood is affected, my productivity is affected, which then affects my quality of life. My energy increases massively when I stop drinking. So you think about this, right? If you feel like you're in a rut, if you feel like your life is shit, think about how much you could improve it if you had better mental clarity, if you were more productive, if your sleep was improved and your energy was thriving. Like the ripple effect of that, who knows what you could achieve? And that's the exciting thing. I think that maybe even what can scare some people is that fear of success. What could I actually achieve if I committed? Yeah, in order to achieve success, you're going to have to fail. Right? It's scary to fail, but it's necessary. So with all the challenges that are there, they may be deemed as failure. I know a lot of the stuff that I had to deal with and even stuff that I'm still dealing with, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to crush it. I'm going to move through it faster. I'm going to amplify everything by having better sleep, more energy, mental clarity, longer days, right? It's all beneficial for me. So think about this, guys. If your life's shit, like I said, there is so many things that you can do. But I guarantee you, if you give a crack of, whether it's a 3-month block, a 6-month block, just give yourself a block and see how it goes. Start noticing things. Like I even had one of the guys comment on the stories, not on the stories, on the post. And let me just find what he wrote, because I was like, I completely forgot about that. His mood, right? His mood's more consistent. Right? So if you feel like your mood's all over the shot, that might be something that you improve, and wow, it might improve your relationships as a result. You might be a better dad because you're not being as moody. You might be a better mate, a better boss, or even employee because your moods aren't all over the place. So give it a crack, right? If your life's perfect and you're happy with where it's at and, life is breezing, grab yourself a beer and listen to another episode. You're good. But for those of you whose life is shit, trust me, it was one of the best things I did was implement periods of time where I stop drinking and I be productive in getting myself out of the rut and getting myself to a position where I am stoked and life is going well for me and the results are coming my way. If you got value from this, guys, well, you know what to do, but please leave a review. That would be super helpful. And whenever you're ready, I am excited to see you guys in the inner circle. Maybe that's one of the things you need to do to take your life to the next level. If your life's shit, all you can do is check it out and see if it's a good fit for you, or it may not be. But either way, don't die wondering. Thank you for listening to the Man That Can Project podcast. My name is Lockie Stewart, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you did, please take a moment to rate and review the Man That Can Project on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with our newest episodes. We'll see you again next time.